and welcome to the Weekly Flex's last episode of the 2020-2021 school year. We're glad you're here.
Mr. Wasmer here, coming to you live from my daughter's bedroom because it's the only room in the house that's kind of quiet. It's been a long and crazy year. From COVID to virtual learning, all FlexTech students have had to rise to the challenge this year.
Thanks for taking some time to watch our last episode. The Weekly Flex has enjoyed keeping you up to date on the latest news and events happening at FlexTech.
With that being said,
roll that intro.
Yearbooks are in. If you haven't picked yours up yet, you can pick them up from Miss McKenney. If you're a fully virtual student, you'll need to come into the building during school hours to get yours. There's only 6 yearbooks left that haven't been sold. If you haven't gotten yours yet, these are the last 6, and they'll be sold at a first come, first served basis. You can get them from Miss McKenney.
Graduation is this week. Rehearsal is on Tuesday, this afternoon, or maybe yesterday, and the ceremony is on Thursday, June 3rd at 5 p.m. in downtown Brighton at the Brighton Amphitheater by the Mill Pond, known as the AMP. All graduating seniors are required to be at both rehearsal and graduation. Seniors have worked very hard over the past 4 years to make it to this big day. They deserve to be celebrated. Be sure to let them know how proud of them you are. Congratulations, class of 2021.
We're in the final days of the school year. This week, we will have classes, and next week we have intersession. So, what that means for you is you need to make sure that you have it planned out with your advisor what intersession you will be attending. Here's a quick list of what we're going to offer. Miss Ostad will be taking students disc golfing. Miss Lyman will take students to do a deep dive on Pride history. Miss Stepp will be taking students to observe nature and to hike at Huron Meadows. Mr. Jones will take students to observe some concerts by way of film. Students will get a chance to do tie-dye with Mr. Quiambao. Or students can take the option with Miss McKenney and Miss Haling and learn some Spanish recipes. And now, this.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Lyman with Harry for the last time this year, coming to you with Don't Throw That Away. So we are going to be talking today about not throwing away things by recycling using the organization TerraCycle. So TerraCycle is basically a pretty recent program that's come into being to basically recycle almost anything. And the goal is that there's a lot less waste if we can find more ways to recycle more things. So it works in a couple different ways. The first option is to order a zero waste box. Zero waste boxes are actually kind of expensive. So if you have a lot of cash laying around and you want to be living it up recycling, you can definitely do that. Or another option is to kind of ask an organization that you work for or something like that to invest in one that you could use. And you can recycle almost anything in these zero waste boxes. You can put an old pair of shoes in there. You can put candy wrappers. Pretty much anything that normally you wouldn't recycle, you can put into these zero waste boxes and they'll find a way to recycle them. Then there's a ton of cool collection programs that you can drop off at local places. One of them is contacts and contact items that you can drop off at local optical shops. So here on the slide, you can see some of the optical shops that allow you to drop off these items. They do have to be by a specific brand. So in this case, it's Bosch and Lohm. Another option is recycling at your local Subaru dealership. Unfortunately, the closest one, I think, to Brighton is all the way on Maple Road. It's a pretty big hike. However, it's really cool because at these locations, you can recycle a lot of the stuff that you put in those zero waste boxes that are super expensive. So if you're in the area of a Subaru dealership, you could drop off all of that old candy wrapper type of items that you have sitting around your house or you could keep a collection and drop them off periodically so that you are creating less waste. This is one of my favorite ones. Our local Target has 2 different drop-off programs. The first is for basically like cosmetics items that you can recycle, like shampoo and conditioner and old like hair care product containers that might not normally be recyclable. Another thing is they have a fabric care recycling program drop off here where you can drop off like your old containers of maybe Tide or Gain or whatever old like stuff that you have from washing your clothes. There's tons of other brands that do TerraCycle, and some of them are Kroger, Tom's, Febreze, Brita, lots of things you might have laying around your house and products your family might use. If you'd like to learn more, you can scan this QR code to learn more. And I hope that this will encourage you to find new ways to recycle more items than you already are. This has been Ms. Lyman with our final Don't Throw That Away of the 2020-2021 school year. And I hope that you have learned a lot from these segments this year and have done your best to reduce your impact on our environment. Thanks for watching. Right, Harry? Right? Aren't you glad? Of course he's not going to talk again. I guess I should be used to this by now. Well, see y'all later. Happy summer.
Tips for your plants. When you dust your plants, it not only keeps bugs away, but it also lets them get more sunlight. Just grab a damp microfiber cloth and gently wipe off the leaves. Don't ever use any soaps or cleaners for your plants. When you cut off the leaves that look a little bit icky, it allows the rest of the healthier parts of the plant to get more nutrients, and it just looks pretty. But make sure you do research and see which way you're supposed to cut the leaves of your plants, because it does matter. It's better to underwater than overwater a plant. You don't want to drown it. When a plant needs water, its leaves will curl in and shrivel, and that's when you can water. When you do water, completely saturate the soil and let the pot drain over a sink or tub. Research your plant and see what it likes. If it likes bright, direct sunlight, put it in a windowsill. And if it likes low light, maybe put it in an edgy teen's room with the curtains closed most of the time. Your plants grow towards the sunlight and will be lopsided if you don't rotate them. Rotate them, silly. This gets rid of those stupid little root gnats. You can also bottom water your plants by taking a plate and putting rocks in it with some water to let the plant suck up the water, because the root gnats go to the bottom dry part of the plant to live. This only works if the plant has a drainage hole in its pot to suck up the water though. Only fertilize your plants if they're struggling to grow, like this sad little guy. And lastly, love your plants and talk to them. It's been scientifically proven that plants grow faster when you talk to them in a loving way.
Oh, good morning.
And that's all I got. Be nice to your plants and be nice to yourself. Peace out.
Are you signed up for summer school yet? If not, time is running out. And if there's any year to sign up in order to cover a credit or two, this is the one. Summer school is free this year due to a grant received by the school. Summer school will begin on June 15th and end on July 15th. That's the day after my birthday. Students will attend in person on Tuesday and on on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 9 to 1 p.m. and virtually on Thursday from 10 a.m. to noon. Sign up before it's too late.
This school year has been something else. All of us were faced with new challenges on how to succeed at school. So if there's any lesson that FlexTech students have learned this year, it's that you are all incredibly tough, strong, and resilient young people. You are faced with an unknown and unprecedented situation, one that required a lot of both physical and mental strength. So if anything, you have learned a ton about yourself this year, what you're capable of, especially when the tough gets going. So you should be so proud of yourself.
That's it for the staff-filled final episode of the Weekly Flex in 2020-2021. This year has been a tumultuous one, but it has been my best year as a teacher yet. I am so grateful to have been a part of the FlexTech community this year, and I have been inspired every single day by all of my students, all of you. You're wonderful, and I wish you a warm, fun summer. Be safe.
Thanks for spending time with us today. The Weekly Flex will return with a whole new season next year. On a personal note, I just want to say how proud I am of our staff and our students for persevering throughout this year. You have learned so much. You have learned how to navigate in so many different situations, and whether it's hybrid, virtual, in person, you can take all of these lessons that you've learned from this year and apply them to your life moving forward. Great work. Let's finish the year strong, and we'll see you in the fall of 2021.
I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to all staff and all students for their perseverance and their continued determination throughout the school year. I know this year has not been easy on anyone, but we're almost done. You guys have come so far, and we have almost made it. Keep pushing forward. We just have a little bit left to go. I am always here, and I am happy to support you. Just come and see me. I can't wait for you guys to finish out this school year strong.
So be safe, be good, most of all, be kind, and enjoy the well-deserved time off. We will miss you, and we'll see you next year.
This is Mr. Quiambao signing off for the summer. Have a great summer.
Oh. 3, 2, 1. Hey, I'm Dakota, and welcome to the Weekly Rundown. This is where we take news from last week and inform you now. This is my dog Heidi, and this is the rundown. You know, Heidi, this feels kind of familiar for some reason. Can't really put my finger on it. I got deja vu. What about you? Yeah, I've got deja vu too. See, I knew it couldn't just be me. Wait a second. Three, two, one. Hey, I'm Dakota, and welcome to the Weekly Rundown. This is where we take news from last week and inform you now. Yeah. Anyway, here's the rundown. Anyway, this is my dog Heidi. This is the rundown. Hi, yeah, so I just thought that'd be a funny little intro to do. I've done a lot of funny little intros throughout the year. Hey! Hello. Hey, hello. I'm Dakota. I'm Dakota. I'm here for the Weekly Rundown. Ready? Dab me up.
Sorry for being so mean to you. I do love you, you know. Just deep down. I know you love me too.
Now this is, I don't have a name for him. We're gonna name him Patrick the Penguin. But this isn't really a weekly rundown. I haven't really been doing them the last couple weeks. I thought it might be nice to just like do a small look back at everything, and that's what I wanted to do just through all the 3, 2, 1 goes, and welcome to the weekly rundown, and the time I was in a bear costume.
What am I? What's happening?
But yeah, I did one of these for Project Showcase, but I feel like it didn't really do that well. Project Showcase was kind of it was kind of weird. It kind of failed, so I kind of wanted to redo it. So here is my favorite moments from this year.
Wear your mask.
I agree, Heidi. Wear your mask.
Over 80 million Americans have already casted their vote. I don't want to vote for anyone. I'm not a very political bear, but I'm just saying, Pooh Bear is looking pretty good right now.
Now, finally, for some unknown reason, Kraft has decided to release or to introduce a pumpkin spice macaroni and cheese.
Don't mind the squeakiness of my chair. Just don't mind that.
Patrick says no quarantine.
Okay, if I can't even... Ah! recording that over 90,000 cases of coronavirus were recorded in one day. One day. You can't see my finger, you can kind of see it, but my paw is saying, here, one. My paw says one. One day. 90,000. Wear your mask!
Dude, Patrick, you're gonna love this one. Pat's like 9, I don't know. Stop judging me, okay? A bi-weekly rundown, but it's not bi-weekly because that'd be every other week. But it's not every other week because I missed last week. For me, it'll be last week. Right now, it's next week for you. Tuesday, Monday, something, I don't know. Well, we don't have... I don't know. I really don't know what's happening.
This has been...
God help us all. This has been the weekly rundown. Bye.